Hey, Michael here. You guys have probably heard of an ultrasonic cleaner, right? Or maybe you've seen one when you go into the mall at the jewelry store, or maybe you have a mechanic friend who uses it to clean his tools. Well, they have one that you can use in your house, and I want to show it to you. I want to thank Lifebasis for sending this to me so I can show it and review it for you. It's the Digital Ultrasonic Cleaner, CDS100 is the model number, and this thing is so fantastic. Now, to be honest, I've had a couple of different ultrasonic cleaner machines over the years, but this one is super cool. First of all, it's got a very nice appearance. The control is right up on the top here, very easy to use. And it's very versatile. So here's a lid that you put on it when you're using it. This is actually an attachment that you can put inside if you want to clean a watch or maybe a watch band. This is a little plastic basket that you can put smaller items in. Now, honestly, for optimum use, you do want to use a basket. Normally with an ultrasonic cleaner, you don't want things laying right on the bottom. It's more beneficial to have them suspended a little bit. So this does just that. However, the downside to using a basket is it does reduce the efficiency by 30 to 40%. All that means is you have to just leave it in the basket longer. So you're still going to get a good result. It's just going to take a little bit longer. This is so simple to use. Actually, you might be surprised to learn that you could just use plain water with this. That's right, you don't need any special solvents or cleaners. I've got a couple of things that my wife just gave me to clean. They've been in her jewelry chest, and some of them are pretty tarnished and they're just kind of dingy looking. I don't know for sure whether this is going to do a great job, but we're going to find out. Now, although I said you don't have to use a cleanser of any sort, you can use just regular tap water. So let me put a little bit of water in here. There is a fill line inside, so you do want to fill it right up to the fill line. And you don't ever want to use this when it doesn't have something in it, some liquid in it. So you can damage the transducer or whatever that thing is called in there. So let's make sure that we have water in here before you turn it on, all right? It comes with a 5-foot cord, so let me plug this in. I'm just going to plug it in the side, and I'm going to plug this into the wall. I have already put the water in here. Like I said, you don't have to use a special solvent of any sort. Just regular tap water is going to work just fine. And there's a fill line in here. You want to make sure you put the water all the way up to the fill line. You don't want to put less water in because you can mess up the transducer that's inside here. Now, you don't have to use anything but water, but if you do want to use some sort of a detergent, well then of course you can just put in a couple drops of like a dishwasher detergent. I've got some Dawn here, and let me just squirt a little bit in there. And you don't have to put much in, and actually you don't even really have to mix it up. You can stir it in a little bit, but the actual ultrasonic action alone will distribute that inside there. So we've got a couple pieces of jewelry in the basket already. And also you can use this for lots of things. You can use it for cleaning coins. You can use it for cleaning your electric toothbrush. You know, when you take the brush off, which you don't do it often enough. You know that, don't you, right? You've got all this old toothpaste in here that's months or who knows how long. You can actually stick that in there too. This has a timer. I believe it has 5 different settings. So it goes from, let's just check it out here. It goes from 90 seconds, so a minute and a half, to 180, to 300, to 480, to 600, and that's the maximum amount of time. So I'm just going to put this in for 90 seconds and turn it on. You don't have to put the lid on, but it'll make it a little quieter if you do. But since I have this thing sticking out, it's not really going to go in there. So let's just give this, that's a very short amount of time, 90 seconds, but let's just see if we can get a good result from just that short amount of time. You can actually see the sound wave ripples on the water. Now there's another thing you can do, and I've got a little clip here I think I'll show you. You can actually, you only do this to demonstrate how it works, but it's like the object getting hit by thousands and thousands of tiny little bubbles. I put a little piece of aluminum foil and just laid it on top of the water, just plain old aluminum foil. Lay it on top of the water, let this run for a little while. You will be amazed at all the tiny little pinholes that you see through the aluminum foil. It actually bursts through the aluminum foil. That's proving that this is very effective. All right, so that was in there for 1.5 minutes, and look at this. This has got all the gunky toothpaste that was on there is gone. Now for the jewelry, I can see that the water is a little cloudy, so I know that this is cleaned somewhat. Kind of hard to really tell because of the lighting here, but this is definitely more sparkly than it was when it went in. And actually, for heavily tarnished silver, you may still need to use a silver polish, but this is really good at getting all the dirt out, especially around stones. This is definitely a little bit cleaner, but this again is so tarnished that it probably needs either more time in here or a little silver polish. But I'm going to put them both in here and going to let this run for, I'm going to let it run for 600 seconds. And we'll come back and see if there's any improvement. And I'm going to put this lid right on here. All right, our final 5 seconds here. It's been running for about 10 minutes. And I just stuck this back in there. And yeah, it got all that crusted toothpaste out of there that was on there. And then here's our basket of jewelry. And yes, this is definitely cleaner now for sure. Much more sparkly. And let's check out the other one. Yeah, it's a little better. Definitely a little better. Now I just want to show you the water. You can see how cloudy the water is, and you can see all that debris sort of laying on the bottom there. I can't believe all that came off of 2 necklaces. It's really amazing. So it really is doing a lot to get all the grit and dirt off of those necklaces. You can use this for small parts, small tools, scissors maybe. I put my glasses in there every once in a while and it gets some of the dirt that's stuck between the lens and the frame out. Anything that you think can be dislodged by that vibration, this is going to work super well on. Very reasonably priced, and you know, for what it is, I think it's a pretty nice looking little device. It has very easy to use controls, a nice digital display. And it doesn't take up a whole lot of space. It could be stored just about everywhere. So check it out. It's the Ultrasonic Cleaner CDS 100 by Lifebasis. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you found this helpful. And if you need little things cleaned, this ultrasonic cleaner just might do the trick for you. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.